May 26th has seen a range of significant events throughout history, from political and military milestones to cultural and scientific breakthroughs. Here are 10 notable events that took place on May 26, 1293. An earthquake strikes Kamakura, Japan. The earthquake, which had an estimated magnitude of 7.1, caused widespread damage and resulted in thousands of deaths. Kamakura, which was then the capital of Japan, was particularly hard hit. 1637 Pequot War ends with the Treaty of Hartford. The Pequot War was a conflict between the Pequot tribe and English colonists in Connecticut. The treaty marked the end of the war and resulted in the virtual destruction of the Pequot tribe. 1736 The Battle of Ackia takes place during the Chickasaw Wars. The Chickasaw Wars were a series of conflicts between the Chickasaw people and French, British, and Spanish colonizers in the southeastern United States. The Battle of Ackia was a major engagement in the conflict and resulted in a Chickasaw victory. 1868 The impeachment trial of President Andrew Johnson begins. Johnson was impeached by the House of Representatives on charges of violating the Tenure of Office Act, which required the Senate's approval for the removal of certain government officials. The Senate ultimately acquitted Johnson by 1 vote. 1896 The Dow Jones Industrial Average is first published. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is a stock market index that tracks the performance of 30 large, publicly traded companies in the United States. Its publication has become an important indicator of the health of the U.S. economy. 1927 Ford Motor Company ceases production of the Model T. The Model T, which had revolutionized the automobile industry with its affordability and mass production techniques, was discontinued after more than 15 million units were produced. 1940 Dunkirk evacuation begins. The Dunkirk evacuation, also known as Operation Dynamo, was a massive effort to evacuate British and Allied troops from the beaches of Dunkirk, France, as German forces advanced. The operation ultimately rescued more than 330,000 troops. 1972 President Richard Nixon and Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev signed the Strategic Arms Limitation Treaty, SALT-I. SALT-I was a series of agreements between the United States and the Soviet Union that aimed to limit the development of nuclear weapons. It was the first of several SALT treaties signed during the Cold War. 1981 The Mona Lisa is returned to the Louvre Museum after being stolen in 1911. The Mona Lisa, one of the most famous paintings in the world, was stolen from the Louvre Museum in 1911 and remained missing for more than 60 years. It was recovered in Italy in 1913 and returned to the Louvre on May 26, 1981. 2021 ceasefire declared in the Gaza Conflict. The Gaza Conflict, a weeks-long conflict between Israel and Hamas, resulted in hundreds of deaths and widespread destruction. A ceasefire was declared on May 26, 2021, bringing an end to the fighting. These events on May 26 reflect the diverse and complex nature of history. From natural disasters and military conflicts to political agreements and cultural milestones, each event has played a role in shaping the world we live in today. They serve as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for peace, justice, and progress in all areas of life.